Hurricane Beryl has slammed into Jamaica with terrifying force. The storm hit the island with winds of almost 150 miles per hour. This is a major hurricane, and it is causing significant damage. We are receiving reports of widespread power outages and flooding. The storm surge is particularly dangerous, with waves reaching up to 15 feet. We are urging everyone in the affected areas to please seek higher ground immediately. This is a life-threatening situation. The storm is currently moving slowly, which means it is dumping massive amounts of rain on the island. This is exacerbating the flooding. We are expecting the storm to linger over Jamaica for the next several hours before moving on to the Cayman Islands. Our thoughts are with the people of Jamaica tonight. We will continue to monitor the situation closely and bring you the latest updates as they become available. The situation in Jamaica is growing increasingly dire. The death toll from Hurricane Beryl has now risen to at least 10. We expect that number to climb as rescue workers reach more remote areas. Over 500 people have been evacuated from flood-prone areas. Many are seeking shelter in government-run shelters. However, these shelters are quickly reaching capacity. The Jamaican government has issued a state of emergency. They are appealing for international aid to help with the relief effort. The damage from this storm is extensive, and it will take a long time for Jamaica to recover.
We had to leave everything behind. My 2 young children and I lost our home. We don't know how we will rebuild our lives.
As Hurricane Beryl barrels through the Caribbean, fear and uncertainty are gripping the popular tourist destination of Cancun, Mexico. Tourists are cutting their vacations short and scrambling to evacuate before the storm hits. The Cancun International Airport is packed with anxious travelers trying to find flights out. Many flights have already been canceled, and those that are still operating are being booked up quickly. Hotels are assisting guests with evacuation plans and providing updates on the storm's trajectory. The normally vibrant beaches of Cancun are now deserted as tourists heed the warnings and seek safety. The festive atmosphere has been replaced by a sense of urgency as everyone prepares for Beryl's arrival. The Mexican government has issued a hurricane warning for the Yucatan Peninsula, including Cancun.
We're really disappointed to cut our honeymoon short, but we understand the seriousness of the situation. Our primary concern is getting back home safely.
Section 4 Caribbean Islands devastated, Union Island in ruins. While Jamaica bears the brunt of Hurricane Beryl's fury, other islands in the Caribbean are also reeling from the storm's impact. Union Island, part of the Grenadines, has been particularly hard hit. Up to 90% of homes have been damaged or destroyed. Infrastructure is severely compromised, with power lines down and roads blocked. Aid organizations describe the situation as catastrophic. The small population is struggling to cope. Many residents rely on neighbors for shelter and supplies. Relief efforts are underway, with neighboring islands sending aid. The remote location poses significant challenges to aid delivery. Section 5. Jamaican authorities respond to the crisis. In the wake of Hurricane Beryl's devastating impact, Jamaican authorities are working tirelessly to coordinate rescue and relief efforts. The government has deployed emergency response teams to the hardest-hit areas. My fellow Jamaicans, I urge you to remain calm and cooperate with authorities. We are doing everything possible to provide assistance to those in need. I also want to express our gratitude to international partners who have pledged support. Hospitals are overwhelmed with injured people and medical supplies are running low. The government has issued an urgent appeal for blood donations and medical supplies. Emergency shelters are struggling to accommodate the influx of displaced individuals and families. The Jamaican Defense Force has been mobilized to assist with search and rescue operations. They are using helicopters to reach areas cut off by flooding and debris. The focus is now on providing immediate aid to those affected, assessing the damage, and beginning the long process of rebuilding. Section 6. Hurricane Beryl's projected path, Mexico braces for impact. As Hurricane Beryl churns through the Caribbean, all eyes are on its path toward the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico. Coastal communities are bracing for impact, and authorities urge residents and tourists to take precautions. The National Hurricane Center predicts Beryl will strengthen slightly before landfall in the Yucatan Peninsula. It still poses a significant threat despite not being as powerful as when it hit Jamaica. The Mexican government is issuing warnings and urging evacuations. Schools and businesses are closed, and shelters are being prepared. Tourists in Cancun are advised to monitor updates and follow local instructions. The storm is a reminder of nature's power and the importance of preparedness.